I personally, I understand life in these two type of ways. I believe that the only way to overcome life challenges is by being a good decision maker. Here is the two types. First, sometimes you will face a life challenge that could be difficult for you to overcome. However, if you are not the cause of that life challenge, you shouldn't be able to worry about it. You shouldn't worry about it. Second, if you face a life challenge that was caused by you, rather it was occurred accidentally, unknowingly, or unintentionally, for you to overcome that challenge, only God and prayer. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. Without God and prayer, in order for you to overcome that challenge that you brought into yourself, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, y'all. Here is a little short story about myself. Not so long ago, I remember it was on October 8, 2023, last year. It was only a month and 7 days after my 20th birthday. On the evening of October 8, 2023, I was sitting at home. I didn't have anything to do, and that one hand was like, "Come on, Thomas, look, you have nothing to do. Why can't you get yourself out from your comfort zone and go chill out with your friends?" The other hand was like, "No, sir, don't listen. Do not listen to that voice. Just stay home as you always do." There was nothing that I could do. What I did was I let those two hands fight against each other. Eventually, the first hand did win. I remind y'all, the first hand wanted me to get out of my comfort zone so that I can go chill out with my friends, while the second hand wanted me to stay home. So what I did after the first hand won, I prepared myself and go chill out with my friends. But the second hand was like, even though you are going, eventually you will regret yourself, which I did after 48 hours, 2 days. Here is what happened. Instead of me going and chill out with my friends, I didn't even do that. What I did was something unexpected. What I did was something unexpected. Instead of me to go and chill out with my friends, that's like I prepared myself when that was the plan. I did something that was unexpected. Something that I was not even anticipated to do. Until I found myself into financial troubles. I wake up in the morning and I find myself on the street, which means I slept in the car for the whole night. And unfortunately, I was going to have a job interview on October 9th, but I couldn't make it to my job interview due to the situation that I was in. They called me asking me if I was going to make it to the job interview. Sadly, they couldn't find me because my phone was dead due to the low battery. And I did not have a charger with me in my car at all. Even my home people have been looking for me, but they couldn't be able to find me. I was not reported as a lost person, that's the thing. From where I slept to the store that was near me, it was like 20 minutes away by walking. And that was on the highway. I couldn't go to the store with my car because my car was already messed up. All 4 tires was flat. I was so frustrated, so overwhelmed, and I was so disappointed. I walked there to the store so that I could buy a phone charger, and regrettably, when I got to the store, it's like I found myself in Mexico and Spain. All the people that was in that store were speaking Spanish. So we couldn't be able to communicate. Luckily, in that store, there was a Cricket Wireless store inside. So I went to that store asking them if they can give me a charger. They did assist me with that. I did get a charger, I did charge my phone, and when I opened it up my phone, the first thing that I got was the voicemail from the place where I had to go for the job interview. The voicemail was saying, "You did not call us, letting us know that you're not going to make it today. So because of that, you are scheduled for your next schedule to come for the interview is in 2 weeks." The next voicemail that I got was from my brother. He also called me, he couldn't find me. He left me a voicemail. He also left me a voicemail saying, "We have been looking for you. What happened to you? Ever since, we never seen you at home. It's been almost 48 hours, 2 days without seeing you around. What's wrong?" I had to call him back and explain to him what happened to me. So when he heard what happened to me, he was so shocked because he noticed I don't just leave home without a mission that I'm going to take care of. This is a true story. This is a true story that I'm saying. It happened to me just a few months ago. It's like it happened yesterday. So in the middle of the day, I heard the voice coming from the second hand saying, if you should have listened to the second hand, everything you're going through, now you shouldn't be going through it. I hope that you have learned a lesson. Next time, you should make a good sensible decision before you make a move. Before you make a move. As I'm talking now, I have become a better person and the best version of myself. And I also thank God that growing up into a Christianity family is also a good thing that I thank God for. Because spirituality is that the first hand and the second hand, the first hand was the voice coming from the devil. The second hand was the voice coming from God. But being honest with y'all, if you are someone who is not very spiritual, to understand the difference between these two voices is very difficult. It's very difficult. If I was that deeply spiritual, I should know the difference. I should make a good sensible decision before I find myself into those type of troubles that I face. So listen to this until the end. As you are listening to this, I want you to be a good decision maker. This is a life lesson that I want you guys to learn from me. I want you to be a good decision maker. Because if you can decide good, your tomorrow can be good. If you decide bad, your tomorrow is gonna be bad as hell. Here is what will happen to you if you make a difficult decision. Here's what will happen. A wrong decision can have a negative consequences, such as missing some opportunity, just like I missed my job interview. You can also find yourself into financial troubles, just like I did. You can also find yourself having some personal setbacks. However, making a mistake is nature and is a part of the learning process. It is often possible to learn from it and grow from the challenge that you are facing. If you make a bad decision today and you learn a lesson from it, you should be a good decision maker tomorrow. Just like I am now, every single time I feel like I want to make a decision, I consider deeply in order to make sure I don't find myself into the same troubles that I have faced before. So here are a few things that I want you to know. Things you can do after making an unwise decision. 1, you should forgive yourself. 2, determine how you can proceed and act. 3, evaluate what happened. Ask yourself, what type of role did I play? This is something to ask yourself. Once you find yourself into any certain troubles, any type of circumstances that you are facing, you should evaluate and see what happened. Once you're done, ask yourself, what type of role did I play in order to find myself in this situation that I'm facing? Once you know the role you play, you gotta know better. You're not gonna play that same role again. 4, consider how to improve your decision making next time. 5, try using a decision making process. And finally, I would like to share with you who are listening to this how you can prevent yourself from making a bad decision. First, keep an open mind. 2, try to change the way you think for the better. 3, choose your top priorities wisely. If you notice what your top priorities are, for you to make a decision is gonna be easy. And even though you can make it and you can make a bad decision, it's not gonna be like that person who's making a decision without knowing their top priorities needs. If you know your top priority needs, of course, you will be able to make a good decision. If you can be a good decision maker, you can become a more effective leader and achieve your personal and your professional goals. And this can help you to lead other people to improve them to their success. I repeat this again. If you can be a good decision maker, you can become a more effective leader and achieve your personal and professional goals. Alright, and if this can motivate you, nothing will.